Welcome, Dark Warriors, this is Rumen. In this video, I'll be going over how ghosts work in Silent Hill 4. I'll be completely honest, I tried to make this video multiple times, but each time it ended up being so convoluted and confusing that I always ended up scrapping the video. So I'm going to make this as simple a video as possible and hope that everyone watching understands it. When dealing with ghosts, you have Saint Medallions, Holy Candles, and Sword of Obediences. Holy Candles are more restricting than Saint Medallions, as they need to be placed down before having an effect, and they don't last as long, but they are stronger than Saint Medallions and more common. You can tell your Saint Medallion or Holy Candle successfully killed the ghost when the ghost cries. You can achieve this by simply being near a ghost with a Saint Medallion or placing a Holy Candle near a ghost. After downing the ghost, you have one of three options. You can either leave the ghost alone and move on with the game, you could lay a Holy Candle near it, or you could pin it with a Sword of Obedience. If you don't pin the ghost, it will function just like how normal dead enemies functioned in Silent Hill 1 and 2, as in they will be dead for the remainder of whatever level you are in, but they will have a chance of respawning. Those who've played Silent Hill 2 definitely remember nurses coming back after being killed. As an example, I'm going to use the Saint Medallion on Steve. There we go, I just used a Saint Medallion on Steve. Now, I am going to run to this room on the map. Steve is set to spawn there. However, I just used a Saint Medallion on Steve in this room. This means that when I go to the other room Steve is set to spawn in, he won't. Usually, at least. He should be dead, but there is a chance he will respawn, just like how killing nurses in Silent Hill 2 worked. Okay, I'm about to enter the room that Steve typically spawns in. And as you can see, he is not here. He is nowhere in this room. That is because I already killed him in that room. However, just like nurses in Silent Hill 2 and every other enemy in Silent Hill 1 and 2, there is a chance that he will respawn. And that's where Sword of Obediences come in. A Sword of Obedience will completely cut off the chance a ghost has of respawning. Now, earlier I said you could lay a Holy Candle near the ghost's corpse. This doesn't really help much, but it does make the ghosts even less likely to respawn. Personally, I wouldn't recommend doing this, but it is a thing you can do. However, if a ghost does happen to respawn, it will be significantly weaker upon its return. And I can even prove that with Cynthia, one of the most dangerous ghosts in the game. As you can see, Cynthia does not have a Sword of Obedience in her right now. I only killed her using the Saint Medallion. However, if Cynthia happens to respawn after I run to the bathroom, she should die almost instantly upon contact with the Saint Medallion. And this even works on hard mode, which I am currently playing on. Okay, here I am at the bathroom. Cynthia is actually supposed to spawn in this room, but she's not because I just killed her with the Saint Medallion. I'm gonna run back. And as you can see, she is still completely harmless. She just died. She instantly died. That is because the Saint Medallion weakened her that much. Now for my final example, I'm going to go over the Holy Candle a little bit more. Earlier I said one thing about it being that if you lay it near a ghost after the ghost is defeated, you will decrease that ghost's chance of respawning. So you can sort of think of it as a less reliable Sword of Obedience. And while I said I wouldn't really recommend you do this, I thought I might as well show off how useful it can be anyway. So I'm going to go in this room and I'm going to fight these three ghosts using the Saint Medallion I currently have. What was that hitbox? What? I am playing on hard mode, so this can actually take a while sometimes. Come on, Steve, die. Come on, Steve. Good job, Tony. Tony, I'm proud of you for dying. Okay. So as you can see, all these ghosts are defeated, and if I want them to be less likely to come back, I can just lay a holy candle there. So with that holy candle there, I can run all the way to the northeast side of the map and back, and because I laid this holy candle here, these ghosts should be even less likely to respawn. So I'm gonna go do that. Look, look. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Steve is trying to respawn in this room. The holy candle doesn't entirely prevent a ghost from respawning, it just makes it less likely. But because I already got rid of Steve, he is trying to respawn right here. But he is so weak that he can't. Only his residue is there. He cannot respawn. Because the Saint Medallion just works that much. So this is a good example of a ghost respawning, but it's still being worth having used a Saint Medallion on it earlier. Okay, I am almost back. Load screen. And as you can see, these ghosts are still harmless. Even with the Saint Medallion off and no Swords of Obediences being used at all. Steve is gone because Steve did happen to respawn, but I think I showed off everything that needs to be said in this video. So thank you so much for watching, Dark Warriors.